Welcome to Adventurizing Yoga with Gina. My desire and dream is to make everyone feel comfortable in their yoga practice and to make yoga accessible to everybody regardless of their age or their gender or their body types. So I am so thankful for all of you to join me on this 30-day yoga challenge, and I hope that it has brought you as much joy as it has me in creating these videos and bringing my love of yoga to you. The card I drew before class is a key to wisdom. This is such a great card for our last class. I wanted to read to you a little bit about what the author wrote about the card, because she just wrote it so beautifully. Wisdom is the use of knowledge to improve ourselves and our lives in more than a material way, and to teach, help, and encourage others so their path is easier to walk. That really speaks to me personally as a yoga instructor, because I want to make your path easier to yoga and the health benefits, as well as the mind-body connection of yoga. I practiced yoga for many years before I really fully understood the mind-body connection, and that poses that sometimes we breathe through the uncomfortableness really helps retrain our body to deal better with anxiety and stress. That's really helped me in life. I know that I was in a really uncomfortable situation not too recently, and I just breathed through it, and I was so amazed at the response I got from my own body. I didn't shake, I didn't react, I actually thought before I reacted. So I think that is some really great healthy benefits that yoga has helped me, not even talking about the physical aspects of yoga. Today we're going to start out in a seated position. Please join me in your own personal seated position. Close your eyes. Start to bring your focus onto your breathing. We do this so that we can start to bring our focus to our body and to the present moment in this place and time. As well as just the fact that we sometimes go weeks without really breathing deeply. Maybe you put your focus on the micropauses we have when we fully inhale. And when we fully exhale. That helps me even out my breathing. Maybe you count. Yoga is such a personal thing. Whatever helps you bring your focus inwardly to your body. Two more big breaths. And open your eyes. Inhale your arms up to the sky, and exhale, place your right hand on the mat or a block, and inhale that left hand up and over, bringing your bicep to your ear, a little side stretch. I use a block because I have really short arms. It helps me get into the pose a little bit more deeper. Always use blocks or straps or blankets, whatever feels good for you. Yoga is a personal journey. One more breath. Inhale your hands up to the sky and place your left hand on the mat or block, and inhale that right hand up and over, bringing your bicep to your ear, tilting to the left for a stretch on the right. One more breath. Release that. Place your left hand on your right knee. Inhale your right hand up to the sky, straight back. Place your right hand behind you and glance over that right shoulder. See if you can't deepen the twist as you exhale. One more breath. Come back to center. Inhale your hands back up to the sky again, and right hand on left knee. Inhale the left hand behind you and glance over that left shoulder, deepening the twist on your exhales, never to the point of pain. Your body is your yoga instructor. One more breath. Inhale your hands up to the sky again. Exhale, cactus your arms. We will do our cat-cows in a seated position. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, bring your forearms to touch. And as you inhale, reach your chest forward, open your heart, gaze slightly up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, bring your forearms to touch. Inhale, extend your arms out behind you just slightly, raising your gaze, bringing your heart forward. And do 2 more of these with your own breath, your own movement. Bring your hands to your shoulders for some shoulder rolls. Reverse direction. Ooh, I sound all crinkly today. Inhale your hands up to the sky and exhale, come over your knees. We're going to do our 3 tricep push-ups. We're building our arm strength here. So you want your knees a little bit behind you, not quite in a tabletop position, a little further apart. I want you to look at your fingers and make sure that all your fingers are wide, pointed straight up, and your elbows are coming inwardly. And this is that external rotation that you want when you're doing a down dog as well. And so as you come forward, your elbows are already hugging your body. And these are tricep push-ups, not push-ups. As you exhale, come down about halfway and push yourself up. Exhale, come down about halfway, push yourself up. Last tricep push-up. You can tuck your toes and lift your hips all the way up to the sky. Walk your dog out by bending one knee and then the other knee. When we do this, we are waking up our hamstrings, actually. Try to reach your upper chest towards your thighs. What that does is that lifts those tailbone up to the sky. You have that external rotation in your arms. Make sure you have no tension in your neck here. Trying for a nice long flat back. You don't want to be up like this with a curved spine. That's why you want to tuck your tailbone and lift it up. Sometimes it helps if you bend your knees and lift that tailbone up and then slowly straighten your legs. You can keep them bent. That's in your practice. Yogi's choice. The down dog is a very personal pose. And you kind of have to move around and
Find what works for you, where you have any pain. You need to try to work through that. When you're ready, come to stillness, but not like super still, not like frozen still, but have some movement here still, just a little bit. We're all going to do a modified vinyasa flow. So come down to your knees, elbows always hugging your body. Come all the way down onto your belly. Do your worm so that your hands are directly under your shoulders. For low cobra, press the top of your feet into the mat. And then inhale your upper chest, raising your fingertips, squeezing your elbows together. Exhale to release. Tuck your toes. Press yourself all the way back up to a down dog. That is one version of a vinyasa flow. There are many different versions. That's the one we will do today. 2 more deep breaths. And tiny little steps all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands on shins. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall, and exhale, hands to heart center. Today, for our 30-day, we're going to do a mandala, which is a circle all the way around to the right, and then we'll do the left on the other side. Put all the weight into that left foot. Walk that right foot behind you. For crescent lunge feet, shimmy the feet if you need to. Bend the left knee. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Feet are hip distance apart. As you inhale, extend that right heel behind you. Hold this pose. We are going to rotate to the right in one breath for wide-legged stance. And rotate to the right. Toes in, heels out, wide-legged stance, hands on hips. Roll open your shoulders and exhale, forward fold with a wide-legged stance. Fold over very slow. Release your hands. Today we're just going to grab our big toes and stretch our hamstrings for 3 breaths. Make sure you have no tension in your neck and you're not holding your head up. Gaze is between your feet. 1 more breath. Release your toes. Bring your hands back out under your nose. Walk your hands to the back of the mat, taking your feet with you. Put all the weight in that right foot and bring the left foot to meet the right foot at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. Put all the weight in the left foot. Walk the right foot behind you, warrior 2 feet this time. Rotate that back ankle 90 degrees, bend the left knee, open up the arms, warrior 2. Left knee is bent directly over the ankle. Knife edge of that right foot is pressing into the mat. Arms are out at a T. Gaze is over the left fingertips. In one breath, we're going to rotate to the right for a wide-legged stance. Rotate to the right. This time we're going to have our toes out, heels in. Inhale the arms up and exhale, come to a squat. We're going to hold the squat, making sure we're not rotating those knees in, but opening up. 1 more breath. Push through the heels to rise. Hands on hips. Rotate your feet all the way to the front of the mat. Crescent lunge feet. Feet are hip distance apart. Right knee is bent. Heel is up on the left foot. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center and tilt forward. We'll be here for 3 breaths. And left foot meets right foot at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Come to your plank. Walk the right foot Bend the left foot, and you can stay here on your toes or come to your knees. Elbows hugging your body. Lower all the way to your belly, doing the worm. For low cobra, press the top of your feet into the mat. Inhale your upper chest, squeezing your elbows. Exhale to release. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, down dog. Tailbone is reaching to the sky. One more breath. And tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms way up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do the full circle on the other side. Put all the weight in the right foot. Walk that left foot behind you. Crescent lunge feet. Feet are hip distance apart. Bend the right knee. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Heel is up on that left leg. As you inhale, extend that heel out behind you. One more breath before we head to the left for a wide-legged stance. And rotate to the left. Bring your hands to your hips, toes in, heels out. Forward fold, wide-legged stance. Roll open your shoulders and exhale, forward fold with control. Come over slowly. Release your hands, grab your big toes for a hamstring stretch. Ooh, this feels so good. One more breath. Release your hands. Walk your fingertips all the way to the back of the mat, taking your feet with you. Put all the weight in the left foot. Right foot meets left foot at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands on shins. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms way up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Headed to our warrior two. Put all the weight in the right foot. Walk that left foot behind you. Rotate the ankle 90 degrees. Bend the right knee. Open up the arms. Warrior two. Right knee is bent directly over the ankle. Gaze is over the fingertips. Knife edge of that left foot is pressing into the mat. Shimmy your feet apart if you need to. We'll always make sure that that knee is pointed towards the little toes. We have this tendency to roll that inwardly. This helps us protect those muscles. And head to the left. Toes are out, heels in. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, come to your squat. Cactusing your arms. We're going to hold this pose for 3 breaths. Pushing those knees open. One more breath. Push through the heels to rise. Hands on hips. Rotate your feet all the way to the front of the mat. Crescent lunge feet. Feet are hip distance apart. Bend the left knee. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tilt forward. 3 breaths here. And right foot meets left foot at the back, top of the mat. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, come to your version of plank, walking the right foot, then the left foot. Come to your knees, elbows hugging your body, lower all the way to your belly. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Inhale your upper chest for low cobra, squeezing your elbows. Exhale to release. Tuck your toes. Hips up and back, down dog. Let's all sigh that out. Inhale. 2 more breaths. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet, bending your knees as you go. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center.
We're gonna do my famous, or not my famous, but I'm not the famous one, but we're gonna do a tree. I love the tree because it's so accessible to so many people. If you have any balancing problems, you can just start out with a kickstand here on both sides. We all started there, so, and we all started not being able to walk. So just make yoga for you. That's where you're gonna get the benefit of it. So hands to heart center, smile muscles engaged. Put all the weight in that left foot. Feel the earth beneath the heel and your toes. And when you're ready, inhale that right knee up, open up your hip, and place your foot anywhere on your leg. It's okay if you fall out, if you're wobbly. Inhale your arms up to the sky and open up your branches. Release that, let that go. Headed to the other foot, put all the weight in the right foot, and feel the earth beneath your toes and your heel. Hands to heart center. Smile muscles engaged. I tend to have one of those frumpy faces when I concentrate. Come back to your breath. Inhale that left knee up, open up your hip, place your foot anywhere on your leg. When you're ready, inhale your hands up to the sky and open up your branches. It's okay if you're wobbly or you fall out, just come back, try and try again. Woo. I broke my ankle, and believe it or not, that threw off my balance of everything. So it just takes a lot more effort to get that back, but that's what I'm working on. We're gonna do a sumo squat to come down to our back sides. Toe, feet, heel your feet all the way out to the edges of your mat. Hands to heart center. As you exhale, come to your squat. It's okay if this is your squat. This is where you're gonna get the benefit of the pose versus someone who's just hanging out down here. Come all the way over. We're gonna take a count of 10 to come down onto our back sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. We're gonna do just a little bit of core today for our last class. Bring your knees to your chest. First, give yourself a hug. We all need a hug. Release that. Bring your feet straight up to the sky and your hands behind your head. We're just gonna do 20 little crunches here. I'm gonna count softly. You do your own count. If you need to pause in between, that's okay. Or if you just wanna stay here, you can. Yogi's choice. 20. Ooh. Full body stretch. Bring your legs out in front of you, point your toes, bring your hands above your head. Imagine someone's pulling you in opposite directions, getting longer. Ooh. Release that. Bring your feet flat on the mat, hip distance apart. Windshield wiper your knees. And let them fall over to the right, setting up for a supine twist. You can stay here if this is where you're at in your practice. Try to keep your shoulder blades flat on the mat. You can have your hand down by your side, out at a T or a cactus.
You can stay here if this is where you're at too. Sometimes you just need that stretch in that top leg. Or you can bring the knee over and press the knee to the earth with the opposite hand. These are so great for all of our organs. Get back to those deep yoga breaths. Seeing if you can't deepen the stretch as you exhale. One more breath. Release that. Windshield wiper your knees again. Let them fall over in the opposite direction. Again, shoulder on the mat. Yogi's choice for arms. And it's okay if you stay here if you really need that stretch in that top leg. Or you can bring the knee over, press the knee to the earth. Exhaling as you deepening the stretch as you exhale. Never to the point of pain. Your body is your yoga instructor. One more deep breath. Release that. Rock and roll up into a seated position unless it's the end of your evening. If it's the end of your evening, you're welcome to take any pose that you like that makes you comfortable. Can't believe this has been 30 days. I'm so excited for you. Hands to heart center or on your knees. Close your eyes. Come back to your yoga breath. No tension in your body. Let it go. Come to a happy thought or place or event, or maybe your furry animal. And check back in. See how different your body feels now as opposed to when you first stepped on the mat, either today or 30 days ago. One more big breath. And open your eyes. May the happiness in me bow to the happiness in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through 30 days of yoga. The Key to Wisdom card was for today. I think you all now have maybe a little key to some wisdom. At least I hope you do. Namaste.